Set up.
Thanks for joining us here at the Regency Athletic Complex for this month's show. We decided to get out of that stuffy Auraria Event Center and catch some sun as we bring you the 30-minute magazine show that features MSU Denver sports and their highlights for the past month. I'm Kermit Ball. Joining me is the highly touted Jamaican sensation, Lennox Williams.
Well, don't sell yourself short right there, Kermit, because you get your fair share of fan mail as well. On this month's show, we have plenty of highlights to bring you that took place right here. Our volleyball team is storming through their conference schedule. And can you smell that?
To me, it smells like pumpkin spice.
Well, it's that time of year again, but what I mean by that smell, that means it's basketball season. Our men and women's basketball team showcased their talent at the Rowdy at the Regency Event to get their fans excited for the 2015-2016 season.
Well, there's no better tease than basketball, my friend, but before we can get to all that and more, we bring in Anthony Rodriguez, who has the latest in all that is Roadrunner news. He's already in the Regency Athletic Complex. What do you smell over there, Anthony?
Thanks, guys. I'm not sure if there's a better smell than the dawn of a new basketball season. Although pumpkin spice is a close second, and we do have that Starbucks in the Tivoli, that's just bad news for all pumpkin spice lovers. Well, as the guys mentioned, I'm Anthony Rodriguez, and let's get to that Roadrunners news. First, we want to wish Jim Gillen a big congratulations for earning the Alumni Achievement Award from his alma mater at Fort Hays State. Gillen spent 23 years in the NBA as the athletic trainer for the Denver Nuggets before coming to MSU Denver to become Associate Athletic Director for Facilities and Community Engagement. He is also a proud member of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Trainers Association Hall of Fame. Nice going, Jim. Let's hit the links now as we catch you up with our women's golf team. The Roadrunners, led by head coach Ben Porty, shot a fantastic 6-11 at RMAC event number 2 at the University of New Mexico last month. That score was good enough for second place overall and first among RMAC teams. Cha-Cha Wilhoit was a huge factor in all that, breaking a school record for lowest tournament score, shooting a -2 with a score of 142 for both days. Wilhoit would win RMAC Golfer of the Week for her sensational day. And get ready, TV viewers, this show is getting all kinds of adorable up in here. Head women's soccer coach Adrienne Peets had her little miracle this past month, and here is Catalea Marcelina Peets, whose birthday is September 29th. I know this is a sports show, and we like to play in the dirt, but that is as cute as a baby as you will ever see. Welcome to the world, Catalea. A big congrats goes out to Coach Peets, her husband Mike, and the entire Peets Almarez family for the new bundle of joy. Back to you guys, and I don't know how you segue from that adorable baby to volleyball, so good luck.
Thanks, Anthony. Lennox, I think he's got us there. There's really no good way to transition from talking about the new baby Peets into volleyball, so let's just get right into it. Those ladies from our volleyball squad, after a disappointing 3-1 loss to UC Colorado Springs on their home court, were 3-8 and on the verge of falling out of the playoff race.
It looked dire, Kermit, but that loss actually re-energizes Coach Debbie Hendricks and her squad, reeling off 3 straight wins before the start of this month. And they look to make it 4 in a row at home against South Dakota Mines. The Roadrunners sport the highest killing percentage in all of the RMAC, and their offense was on stage this night. Brandy Tour ready to set up Smith, but wait, she decides to get this party started off right herself. This time she decides to give it up to Ryan Erdeman, who had a stellar night, pounded out 12 kills and hitting 500 in the match. Runners take the first set 25-17. Into the second set, the senior Summer Gregor get into the hitting hack, tallying 8 kills. We haven't heard from Michaela Smith yet. Oh, there she is. She led everyone with 16 kills, hitting an amazing 4-12 for the match. MSU Denver take the second set as well. Final set, and it's Santasia Sturgis who takes over, crushing 7 kills, all coming in the final third set. The team as a whole clobbered the Hard Rockers defense to the tune of a 391, which is a season high for the squad.
The Roadrunners took their win streak on the road to Golden to test their mettle against 17th-ranked Colorado School of Mines. Coach Hendricks has not won a game in the Lockridge Arena in 4 years. First set, and that white-hot offense continued for the Runners. Herdeman from the right side blasted past the defense for 1 of her 9 kills. Chor finds her middle blocker in Basati Fiatoa, who won't miss from there. Fiatoa leads the RMAC in hitting percentage, and you can see why. Let's give the defense some love as they stifle the kill attack for the block, and MSU Denver takes the first set 25-23. Gregor came to play in this one. She came through with 7 kills and 5 digs. Smith puts a stamp on the second set with this bomb, and all of a sudden the visiting runners are up 2-0 on the highly ranked Ore Diggers. The third set was a dogfight. Freshman Stephanie Laraway in the middle doing some damage for the early lead. Mines was carried by Franny Cormier, who led her team with 13 kills. But the unstoppable fourth set is MSU Denver volleyball was too strong, and they complete the sweep in hostile territory. Regular season wins don't get too much bigger than this.
Volleyball is a team sport, we all know that. But on this night against New Mexico Islands, Ryan Erdeman almost single-handedly put the smackdown on the Cowgirls. The sophomore from Littleton, Colorado, broke a school record for hitting percentage in the rally scoring era, powering down 12 kills in 15 attempts to record an astonishing 800 percentage. She would easily win the RMAC Offensive Player of the Week for a record-breaking performance.
Here are the RMAC standings after this past month, and they are brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn. The Roadrunners are right there to earn a top seed in the RMAC playoffs. In fact, if they can finish ahead of the Colorado School of Mines, they could actually host the entire tournament and also have a great shot of hosting the regional tournament as well. Lennox, this volleyball team at one point in the season looked like they were in trouble sitting at 3-8.
Are you right, Kermit? But Coach Hendricks and his squad is on fire. They have played 14 games, and guess what? They only lost 1 out of the 14, which is very good for that team.
Yeah, 13 wins out of 14, an exciting run, an exciting time right now to be a volleyball fan. And with just 4 games left in the regular season, the home stretch should be just as fun. We are just getting started here on the Roadrunner Review. The basketball season is just over the horizon, and we'll give you a sneak peek at what these athletes can do. But coming up next, the men's soccer season hasn't lost a step after the departure of Ken Parsons. New head coach Jeremy Tittle and his squad has the rest of the conference in their crosshairs, and a top spot in the RMAC postseason is well within reach. We'll bring you all the exciting highlights and more coming up after the break.
I'm Jordan Post, senior midfielder for the Roadrunner women's soccer team.
I put some pressure here on the defense. They look like they switch fields, but Post sticks out a foot to intercept that pass.
And you're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
I'm Danny Arubla, senior striker for the Roadrunner men's soccer team.
Arubla, one of the best pace. He sends this ball into the net and the goal. Danny Arubla, what a great play there down the left side.
And you're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness. I like balance.
That's why I chose it.
I chose.
I
chose Division II.
Welcome back. We're still here hanging out at the Regency Athletic Complex, where our men's soccer team looked to live life without their leading scorer in Dustin Berg, who broke his leg last month.
That's right. Head coach Jeremy Tittle's squad fell in a crucial 1-0 loss to UC Colorado Springs at home. And you was wondering if the loss of Berg would be too much to overcome. But Kermit, that's why we're broadcasters, not soccer coaches.
No doubt about it, Lennox, but as broadcasters, we can at least show the fans at home how quickly this team bounced back, turn things around to make that playoff push. The Roadrunners welcome South Dakota Mines to the Mile High City. MSU Denver's in the danger zone. Jeff Gillis flicks the ball to Akaika Nichols, who heads it away from the keeper. And Brock Labertu is there to fire over the defender to give the home team a 1-0 advantage. Later in the first half, Josh Belfridge leaves the pass to Arturo Vega, who flies past all the defenders, fires in the rocket past the keeper, who has no chance, and Vega gets his first goal on the season. Still in the first 45 minutes of play, Hard Rockers turn the ball over. Moats on the deflection. The ball finds the foot of Danny Arubla. He goes across the pitch to Jaden Morishini, who has no troubles putting this one in, and it's 3-0 MSU Denver as they head into halftime. But the game would be far from over as the Hard Rockers scores 2 goals in a 13-minute span to make it interesting, but the red and blue holds them off to grab 3 important points.
Time to play under the lights as the Griffin look to upend the Roadrunners on their home turf. On the counter-attack, Belfridge goes to the right side to Jack Mayfield. He goes right back to Belfridge, and the juniors track the ball. The keeper gets a hand on it, but the shot is too strong and deflected into the net. Roberto Velasquez make a nifty move past the defender. He finds Arubla in the box, and the senior beat the defender, and the defender mauls Arubla to the ground. It's penalty time, and the Arizona native put his squad up 2-0. A lapse on defense allowed Jordan Jones to get his Griffin within one, but that's as close they would get as the home team prevailed 2-1.
Games get no bigger than this one as Colorado Mesa came to town. Arubula flicks the pass to Gillis, who touches it forward. He catches the keeper off his line with a chip shot, and this one finds the back of the net to put the Roadrunners in the lead 1-0. We're heading down the final minutes of the game. Mavericks on a free kick. The ball sent into the box, and the 6'2" frame of Trevor Atkin heads the ball past Hayden Russ, and we're tied and headed to overtime. MSU Denver on the move. A bad clearance gives Gillis a chance at the ball. He tries to chip again, but this time he underhits it, and the defender Carlson comes over to sweep it out of play. This one ends in a 1-1 draw. So the men's soccer team is rolling right now, having not lost a game in over a month, and a big part of that is the defense, who has held their opponents to just 5 goals scored in the last 7 games. Brock Labertu is the captain of that stifling back line, and our own Sean Tafoya tries to size up the 6'4" junior defender in this month's player profile.
I'm Sean Tafoya here with more player profiles, and we're hanging out with Brock Labertu. So you were born in Las Vegas, grew up in Arizona, and then you went to the University of Dayton to play Division I for 1 year, and then you made your way to Metro, playing in the heart of downtown Denver. Just kind of talk about your journey towards Metro.
Went to Dayton, and I loved it, and then ended up playing there, and Coach Parsons had contacted me before I committed to Dayton, so that was pretty easy transition, and I knew people who went here.
You want to work in Wall Street one day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all about who you know, basically. If you know a lot of people, it's just connections. So hopefully I can gain as many connections as possible, and hopefully one day be a venture capitalist.
All right, so you're 6'4". So if you weren't playing soccer, what sport do you think you'd be playing? Basketball, maybe?
I wish I would have played football in high school. I mean, soccer, consumed all of my time, but I wish I would have played more sports. But I would have liked to play football.
What position would you like to play if you played tackle football?
Quarterback would be the most suitable, probably.
All right, so before you get ready for a big game against Regis, Colorado School of Mines, what's one song, maybe artist, that's on your playlist that maybe gets you hyped for that big game?
I definitely listen to Drake a lot.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here.
Being a soccer fan, do you have any favorite clubs that you follow real closely? Favorite players, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a buddy of mine who was from Liverpool, and so I grew up liking Liverpool a lot. So Steven Gerrard was one of my favorite.
All right, thanks, Brock. And check out more player profiles on roadrunnerathletic.com.
Goals and saves and digs, oh my! You'll be saying the same once you get a look at this past month's top plays. But coming up next, our women's soccer team has their sights set on earning yet another trip to the RMAC tournament. But there are some feisty opponents who stand in their way. Come on back to see if they thump the competition.
Are you a college student that needs a place to live? Are you still living with your parents and want your own space? The Regency Student Housing is perfect for you. The community offers many amenities such as a fitness center, 2 basketball courts, big screen amphitheater, all-you-can-eat dining hall, bowling alley, arcade, free parking, and a shuttle to and from the Auraria campus. For more information, please call 303-477-1950 or visit our website at regencystudenthousing.com.
Metropolitan State University of Denver nurtures student aspiration and empowers lifelong success through personal attention and professional experience in an inclusive environment. Located in the heart of downtown Denver, the university offers broad access to a transformative undergraduate and graduate education on Colorado's most diverse college campus. And as a gateway to opportunity, MSU Denver advances the intellectual, social, cultural, and economic well-being of Denver and beyond.
So glad you're here with us on the Roadrunner Review. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us. And now we get you caught up on women's soccer, who has a fantastic mix of youth, experience, and a top-notch goalkeeper.
But the challenge for this team, Kermit, is to put it all together so that they can reach those expectations that are Roadrunners women's soccer.
Always tough crosstown rival Regis University came to the Regency Athletic Complex to challenge the red and blue, but it would be the home team that struck first. Freshman phenom Karina Perales with the right foot strikes the ball and bends it away from the keeper for the early 1-0 lead. Now this goal looks eerily similar to the top play from last month's show. You figure that Regis would have done their homework and realized that this young gun has a cannon for a leg. Into the second half we go. Sade Akindele on the move. She fires it, but Brianna Flores stones the forward shot to keep Metro in the lead. Regis still on the attack. Sid Otto beats a couple of defenders. It's one-on-one with Flores, but the sophomore sensation is there once again to keep those Rangers off the scoreboard. 20 seconds left in the game. Free kick for Regis. Can the Roadrunners hang on? The ball gets serviced into the box, and it deflects off 5'11" Maggie Saris, who heads in a line drive where Flores can't reach it. This game would end in a heart-dropping 1-1 draw.
The Roadrunners have struggled since that draw, going 1-3-1, putting them in a position where they need to fight for a playoff spot. Coming to town also looking for the same playoff spot was New Mexico Islands. The winner would all but secure an invite to the RMAC tournament. Free kick just outside the box. Mallory Bostic, the team's leading scorer, stepped up and goes around the wall outside the diving Flores to give the Cowgirls a 1-0 lead. But who do you go to when you need a big goal? You go to Naomi Polanco, who heads in this corner to even things up right before halftime. And take a look at this stat. When the senior from Long Beach, California score a goal, the Roadrunners are undefeated at 10-0. That's incredible. Could the streak continue and make it 11 in a row? Second half, and check out this great individual effort. Elise Bernard beat one defender, then beat this one. This one can't stop her. And does she count? She already beat her once, and Bernard also beat the keep to record her second goal of the season and for a 2-1 MSU Denver lead. So the Roadrunners have some pretty good freshmen. Here is freshman Perales, who finds freshman Raina Banks, who runs down this ball and centers before the end line, and finding freshman Bree Sanchez, who tap it in for a 3-1 lead and eventually for the win. The win over Island secure a spot in the RMAC tournament, but a win over CSU Pueblo would give them a home game in the playoffs. Home team looking good early. Raina Banks cleaned up the mess in front of the net for a 1-0 advantage. Mackenzie Ryber with the shot. The keeper can't handle it, and it's a 2-0 Roadrunners lead. But the Thunderwolves scored 2 goals in the second half to earn a draw with the Red and Blues. MSU Denver entered the conference playoff as a 5 seed.
The Roadrunners' late season surge has locked up a spot in the RMAC tournament, and Lennox, there's no better time than right now to start playing their best soccer.
And Kermit, there is no one who want to face MSU Denver right now. Coach Peachy's squad is locked in, and they are going to be quite dangerous in the conference playoff.
We'll have that entire postseason run for the women's soccer team next month on the show, but you can keep up in real time at roadrunnersathletics.com. But don't go too far. We're coming right back with a sport that encourages the use of hands. And boy, we have some athletes that can do some amazing things with it. We have some MSU Denver hoops right after the break.
Since 1909, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference has been a leader in collegiate athletics, with campuses in some of the most scenic areas in the United States. And now in Salt Lake City, Utah and Rapid City, South Dakota, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, competition elevated.
I'm Brock Labertu, junior defender for the Roadrunner men's soccer team.
Loose ball in the box, trying to send it in. Center pass, great save, rebound, and in Metro State. Labertu gets the goal.
You're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
I'm Abby Nolan, senior outside for the Roadrunner volleyball team.
Nolan, who's got 2 kills, comes up with the third to end set number 1, 25-21. Abby Nolan with 3 kills.
And you're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
So glad you could stay with us here on the Roadrunner Review. At this time of year, you can feel that Colorado chill in the air and can see the leaves changing into their beautiful autumn colors. But this time of year also signifies the beginning of college basketball. Anthony Rodriguez rejoins us to get us hyped for the brand new season.
Thanks, guys. While we soon will be putting these nets away, the nets from the Auraria Event Center will soon be going up as the basketball season is set to get underway. Both the men's and women's teams are already in practice mode and are evaluating what they have to be ready to roll when the games start in mid-November. But who wants to wait that long to see Roadrunners hoops? Well, the teams came together at the Regency to give those diehard fans a little preview.
The Rowdy at the Regency event allowed fans and students to meet MSU Denver's women's and men's basketball teams for the upcoming 2015-2016 season.
Man, it was a lot of fun. You know, it was a better turnout than I thought it would be. So it was real fun.
The event allowed the athletes to show their fun sides, which included getting down to some Michael Jackson, even where Michael Jackson's famous white glove made an appearance.
Our rhythm was I think our rhythm is better on the basketball court, not so much dancers.
Fans also got to participate in a relay race where they were tied to one of the athletes. Competition did heat up later in the three-point shooting contest as the men's and women's teams squared off against each other.
It was awesome. Being a transfer student and seeing all these people here in a new environment, it was really cool, so I enjoyed it.
Emily Hardigan won the three-point shootout with this barrage of threes in the final round, which then set up the dunk contest.
And the slam dunk contest was bound to be just that.
It was good to go out there and do a few dunks for the crowd, get them amped, and I'm ready to go. So I can't wait for the season to start.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful experience for our fans. It was a marketing, event for us. Everybody was out here excited. We prepared for it, and it came out a success.
We're excited, man. Seeing new people. People are underestimating us, so we got a little chip on our shoulder. But hey, it's gonna be fun.
Excited. Last year, I had to redshirt, so this is my first time actually going to be able to be out there with a team. We had plenty of freshmen last year, and now they come back with a lot of experience.
How excited are you for this upcoming season?
Oh, very excited. I've been in the gym nonstop during the summer, and we're just out here ready to compete.
Oh, it was so much fun. The energy was great. We actually had a lot of students from the Regency come down, and the teams had a lot of fun. It was nice to come out in front of our students and show them who we are, and hopefully they come support us this year.
The men's basketball season starts on the road in Fort Smith, Arkansas, as they take on Rogers State and Arkansas Fort Smith. Their home opener takes place the day after Thanksgiving as they host the Hilton Garden Inn Classic at the Auraria Event Center. They'll take on Southwest Minnesota State and Pittsburgh State in Kansas. Now for the women, who tip off their season away from Denver, taking on Texas A&M Commerce and Lubbock Christian in Pueblo. Their home opener will coincide with the men facing off against Concordia and Southwest Minnesota State in a Holiday Inn Denver Cherry Creek Classic. Make sure you check out RoadrunnersAthletics.com for details for when and where your Roadrunner basketball teams will be playing for this 2015-2016 season. If you're a Roadrunner diehard and can't make it out to the Auraria Event Center for games, or you just want to catch the red and blue while they are on the road, you can watch all the games on Stretch Internet absolutely free. Just find the video link on the basketball schedules at RoadrunnersAthletics.com, and you can keep up with your Roadrunners all season long. Time for a break. We've got your top plays from the past month coming up. You sure don't want to miss it.
I'm Summer Greger, senior outside hitter for the Roadrunner volleyball team.
Near side, Roybal. Nice job, boy. Greger has played very well on the defensive side here in set number 3.
And you're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
I'm Jocelyn Martin, senior forward for the Roadrunner women's soccer team.
Martin. Nice patient pass there to Polanco. Polanco back to Martin. Great feed there. Nice little give and go.
And you're watching the Roadrunner Review. Get rowdy.
Well, the women's soccer team are set to take the field here in a few moments for their season finale, so that means we need to wrap this show up. The cross-country teams hosted their annual invitational at Washington Park in Denver, and our own Eric Lansing tells us how the Roadrunners did, and which includes an incredible finish for the men.
Thanks, guys. It was a beautiful day for some cross-country. Let's start with those ladies first. Head coach Nick Moss leading the charge of a crew that includes 9 underclassmen and just 2 seniors. But it would be those seniors who carried the squad to an impressive 5th place finish. Lauren Salachi was the first Roadrunner to cross the finish line, placing 8th in a time of 24 minutes and 26 seconds. The other senior, Karina Sanchez, came in at 17th place. Redshirt freshman Molly Smith was the third runner to finish. Now for the men, and they had quite the impressive race. Senior Nick Cadillac outraced the competition for a 5th place finish in the 8K race in a time of 26 minutes and 4 seconds. Junior Jason Carey came in 2 spots after Cadillac in the 7th spot. Redshirt freshman Luis Ronquillo finished 11th, while junior Chris Davis was right behind him in 13th. The team finished 2nd overall after all 7 Roadrunners finished in the top 21 spots. Next month, the 2 teams will head to Canyon, Texas to compete in the South Central Region Championships. We wish them the best of luck as they look to earn spots in the NCAA Championships in Joplin, Missouri.
Thanks, Eric. Now let's get to our top plays from this past month, and they are brought to you by the Regency. Play number 5 comes from the gargantuan men's soccer match versus Colorado Mesa. Danny Arubula makes the no-look pass to Jeff Gillis, who touches it into the box. The keeper comes off his line. Gillis chips it over everyone and into the net for the 1-0 lead. It was the only place that Gillis could go as the defense collapses. It was a great goal by the junior forward.
Offense is great, Kermit, but defense wins championship. The Regis offense is coming right at Metro Keep Brianna Flores. So Sade Akindele blasts the shot, but the sophomore is all over it to keep the Rangers off the scoreboard. And just moments later, Sid Otto dances around the Metro State defense, and Flores stepped up on the 1v1 to shut that opportunity down. Flores was big, making 7 saves in the game.
We'll stay with women's soccer in the 3rd play of our countdown. In their crucial game versus New Mexico Highlands, Karina Perales sends the ball to Raina Banks. Banks has to run it down and gets to it just in time. She centers the ball to Bree Sanchez, who's there at the near post to touch it in for her first collegiate goal. Let's watch that in slow motion now. I'm not even sure if Sanchez knew she deflected it in. Look, she's not even facing the net. Sometimes in soccer, it's better to be lucky than good.
Play number 2 feature more great defense, Kermit. Must be a theme going on here. In the volleyball team match against New Mexico Islands, Lexus Satelli tries to send in the kill, but Summer Gregor with a great dig, then Brandy Tour with the save to keep the play alive. Slow that down, Mr. Lansing. Tour flies away from the net to make this play. She would earn RMAC Setter of the Week, and I'm sure her great defense played a huge part in winning that award.
Sorry, Lennox, but our top play from this past month is all offense, and it's all Ryan Herdeman, whose stellar performance in that same game against the Cowgirls earns the top spot. The sophomore pounded out 12 kills in just 15 attempts with no errors to break the program record of killing percentage, hitting an otherworldly 800 in the win. Whether she was crushing the ball to the floor or finessing her way to the kill, Herdeman made it look easy. And now has her name forever etched in the record books. Those were the top plays from this past month, and as always, they are brought to you by the Regency. Well, guys, it seems like we were just standing out here yesterday doing our season previews for our Roadrunner soccer teams, and now we're talking about the postseason starting.
Yeah, guys, time flies by fast when we're having lots of fun. And do remember to keep up with all of our fall sports teams at roadrunnersathletics.com as they look to bring home some hardware in the next month.
Well, for Anthony Rodriguez, Lennox Williams, Eric Lansing, Sean Tafoya, and the entire Roadrunner Review crew, I'm Kermit Ball, and we'll see you next month.